All right, Shalom. We give our praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honor to our apostle, elders, great males on the well. Peace and salutation, all that I can push in this truth and our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Tatamanda Bar coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And through the spirit, wanting to do a real brief lesson. Shalom to the beloved brother down here in the GMS Charlotte camp, and the brother Paris. I'm a one. Shalom to that beloved brother for sending this in a group. But this is what's coming to pass, man. We're gradually seeing this new act with the Trump administration is pushing, is coming to pass, which is gradually implementing this beast system, which we've been telling you from a long, long time, man. Starting our apostles, the elders, great millstone, especially Apostle Hart, been telling you over 30 years of this system that's going to be ushered out through the beast system, which will be the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. And we've been telling you, even the NFC chip, these are coming to shores near you. They're already here. This system is basically already here. They're just gradually phasing it in, where everybody's getting distracted with the floods and all this Pizzagate shit, as far as the Epstein files and the Diddy trial and basketball, football, all this other things. They hit you with all these distractions, which is what Haggadah dialects. They use all these distractions. They keep you, off your pivot, so you can't really see what's going on. As far as that's Esau Edom using that hidden hand. But the men of the Lord been paying attention to the times and seasons that we're living in, because we're clearly living in the time when the Lord is visiting this place, and the Lord is forcing Esau Edom hand more and more to usher in this beast system, man. We can clearly see this beast system is being pushed right before us, man. And I'm gonna play this video, but before I play this is a copyright act of 1976. Of section 107, fair use. This is the Copyright Act of 1976 of section 107. Copyright disclaimer, fair use. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. I'm using this only for educational purposes only. I'm not using this any monetary gain. I'm using this only for educational purposes only. I'm going to play this video, let this guy speak on this new act that they're basically implementing in the law. Grab some precepts and close it out. But we've been telling you for a long time, this beast system is going to be ushered in, and we're clearing the time where they got the right guy in office, as far as Trump and his technocrats with Elon Musk and these other guys. As far as the technocrats, even got them sworn in the military, because this is the system that they're ushering in, man. As far as the Palantir, which is all these things, or the surveillance, this social credit system, this universal basic income. Hey, they told you with the Klaus Schwab, with the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. This is the system that they implement, man. So let's play this.
To take control of your digital bank account where all your money is and turn it off.
Do you know the Bible predicted a cashless society 2,000 years ago? And now, with Trump's Genius Act, we're closer than ever to seeing that prophecy come alive. Imagine waking up tomorrow and your bank account is frozen. Not because you did something wrong, but because you didn't bow to the system. Trump's Genius Act just made this future way more real than you think. This new law regulates stablecoins, digital dollars that replace cash. And at first, it sounds like innovation and safety. But what happens when all of your money is digital, trackable, and one decision from being cut off? Revelation 13 says a day is coming where no one can buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast. The Genius Act is laying an infrastructure piece by piece for a system where control over your money could mean control over your life. Today it's being sold as convenience. Tomorrow it could be compliance or no access to your money. This isn't fear-mongering. This is the Bible coming alive.
I'm voting no to this because I'm a Christian and I've read the Bible and I believe what Revelations 13:16 through 17 says, and I just cannot vote for a future system that will do that.
And this system, and we don't believe these Edomites, man. That's control opposition. But at the end of the day, this system is basically here. And they're going to keep getting more. They're going to keep passing more legislation to get this beast system rolling in, man. This is why they have all these various things taking place where they're taking away Medicaid, where they're, a lot of the job market is through. Because they want this system implemented where they can ration out who gets what. That's why that's the same system they have all going on in China. They want the same system going on in America. The same system in China is what? social credit system, which basically they're monitoring your spending. That means if you speak out on against the government, they can basically flag your credit and take away certain things of the society you won't be able to participate in. Certain schools your kids want to be able to participate in. Certain jobs you can't have because your credit's been flagged or certain things you've been doing. All that will be tied into this new Genius Act. All these various things that they're implementing is part of the beast system, man. Where it's the rule of law. That's why they're trying to hurry up and implement these various systems, and at the same time, they know people are going to do what? They're going to fucking lose it. When these people lose it, this is why he already has these ICE set up, because ICE is nothing but a police state. All these detention centers, as far as, migrant camps, that's nothing but code words for FEMA camp detention centers, man. And that's for American citizens as well. So y'all think it's just for the northern tribe and parts of the southern tribe. Nah, it's for all you American citizens that don't want to participate in this new system. You will be put in a concentration camp, man. Thus said the scriptures, man. Revelation 2 and 10. They're gonna put you in the system. They're gonna put you in the prisons and lock your ass up. And you don't participate, they're gonna cut your head off, man. That's in the Bible. That's in the scriptures, man. And we're clearly in the time where the Lord is letting these scriptures speak, man. The Bible is speaking loud and clear, man. Revelation 19 and 10, the spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. The spirit of Yahushua is flourishing throughout the earth. We're seeing all these Bible prophecies jumping out the page. All of it's jumping out the page, and he's doing what? He's putting all these various things into law so he can justify coming down with this new system. Real quick. This is Psalm chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And that's what they're doing, man. They framing mischief by law. They're putting all these different laws in place. And they're basically saying it's for the American people. At the same time, it's basically to get them more power over you, man, and stripping you from your rights, man. This is what you see, man. With the throne of iniquity, who the Edomites, man, the so-called white man, especially right now, the elite, and especially right now, it's the elites of the society, Amalek, the chief house of Edom. This is what they're doing, man. As we're in the NLT, it says, can unjust leaders claim that Yahweh Shema Shai is on their side? Leaders who decree, permit injustice, and that's what you see, man. That's what you see when it comes to the Edomite, man. He's doing these unjust decrees, man. And he's justifying it, man. Because he's the goddamn devil. And we keep telling you two-third ass niggas, man. This is Psalm chapter 10. Verse 7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. And that's what you see he's setting up. All these systems and legislation that he's setting up is nothing but fraud and stripping you from your so-called constitutional rights, man. And you Nicolai Native American, you never had rights in this society. But at the end of the day, he's justifying the coming down with the sword. When he's doing these various things, stripping you from your basically from humanity. He's stripping you from your God-given rights, as they say. That's what he's doing, and he's coming down with the sword. That's why he said you will own nothing to be happy. He's justifying, man. That's why they're using that man DJ Trump, because he's a fourth tongue devil. He's the top witch, and that's why they got him set up to lure these people to sleep, hitting them with all these different Haggadah dialects. He's using that subtile speak, the way he's talking to them, and he tricked these people, man. And a lot of these people are upset because they say they've been fucked, and just like the Biden administration, and they're like, damn. Now that a lot of people are saying it's really just the government against the people, and it's been like that the whole time. This is the same thing that was going on in Rome. This is how you can tell this system is on its way out, man. This is the same thing that was going on in Rome. That's why the scriptures say the thing that was written before time was written for our learning. You got to look in past events and things that took place in the scriptures, also in the history that took place, and line it up with the times you went now. We can clearly see that, hey, we're at the end of this man's system, just like the end of the Roman system. This is the same thing that's going on, man. He said his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. That's what you see with Esau Edom, man. It's mischief. It's always mischief when it comes to these Edomites, man. All these different legislation that they're trying to get into place so they can take away your rights, man. So you will own nothing to be happy, man. They can ration out who gets what, but you have to be part of the system. You have to be part of the new system that they implement, man, which is what? Revelation 13 and 16. Let's get it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And it says, He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and that's basically your social status in this system. You can be rich, you can be poor. It doesn't matter. You're gonna have to be on part of the system, man, or you're gonna be an outcast, man. More than likely, you're gonna be put in them concentration camps, because this is what you see Esau Edom's rolling out. It's his smart cities and things like that, and that's part of being on the grid, man. And it says, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead. And that word mark goes back to the Greek word charagma, which means to incision, to prick under the skin. And that's what he's setting up, man. And it says in the forehead, which is what? Your metapon, you're in the middle of your forehead. And that's why you see Meta setting up all these new databases. That's why you're seeing a lot of these floods. And then when you look up what's going on with all these floods, a lot of the floods is places where they're setting up these databases. Just like when all them fires and floods that was happening a year ago or two, it was setting up the smart cities. So if we're not ignorant of Satan devices, this is what he's doing. And he's manipulating the weather to justify setting up his new beast system, man. We see it, man. We're not ignorant of Satan devices. All these various things you see is going on with the weather, especially here in Babylon the Great. It's Esau Edom, basically land grabbing. That's why he got a new act under the Trump administration, where they can take your land, as far as when it comes to wildfires and floods and things like that. This is what this devil's doing. Why? Because that's why he got rid of a lot of the stuff when it concerns the weather, where people not knowing when floods is going to happen, the flash flooding and tornadoes and hurricanes and all these crazy storms. They won't get warnings on their phone, or they won't have a heads up. Because why? They cut that. They cut the funding, so they justify when this shit hit, they can just do land grabs, man, and start setting up their new databases in their smart cities. The same thing that took place in North Carolina, man. The same. Why? Because they had minerals. They had certain minerals, so they can get get a lot of more chips going, man, for these smart cities, for the people, for these robots. Hey, they see Esau Edom. Hey, he's already setting things in place so he can get this thing rolling, man. The Most High is forcing his hand where he has to help him push this thing out, and a lot of people are onto it. This is why he's already writing up more legislation when it comes to TikTok, and basically about to get rid of TikTok for sure good now. And it says, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to participate in society if you don't have a mark. That's what's coming. If you don't have a mark, you won't be able to participate in society. The same system they have set up, that social credit system in China, is the same system they're going to implement here in Babylon the Great, but they're going to usher in the mark of the beast, which will be a global event. The mark of the beast will be implemented globally, especially when you read here in Revelation 13:10, and it still said what buy or sell. So that cuts a lot of you goddamn camps. You won't be able to buy or sell. Why you think they're setting up that Genius Act as far as what to buy and sell, right? So that cuts a lot of these camps. IUIC, ISBK, a lot of these camps has been found out to be false prophets, and it's going to continue more and more to show you that the Lord is not dealing with a lot of these guys, man. The Lord's going to keep exposing them more and more as this beast system is gradually being implemented. This Revelation chapter 3 verse Revelation 3 verse 10. And it says, because I have kept the word of my patience. Patience go back to suffering. The only ones keeping the word of Yahweh Shem Shai's patience is the hopeful elect, man. Is those is doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai and being patient, man. And it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation, when they implement this system and they make it where you have to take it, man. Because of the way they're setting it up, they're gradually having all these crazy weather patterns and floods and things like that. So you're messing up your agriculture. They're getting rid of the migrants where ain't nobody's out there farming and cultivating the land. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a famine of food. Which a famine of food is gonna be a lot of people dying off when it comes to all these crazy weather patterns and things happening. So that's gonna lead to pestilence. So you're going to start to see the civil unrest when people have a lack of jobs and lack of resources. So this is what the devil wants. So that's the hour of temptation. People going to want to go back to normalcy, and the way he's going to do it, and the way he's going to set it up, you're going to have to take the mark of the beast, man. That's what he's doing. That's why it's called order out of chaos, man. Order out of chaos. That's what you're seeing set up, man. These so-called Freemasons and these so-called illuminated ones, that's what they deal with. Order out of chaos, man. They create the chaos and they come with the order. This is what he's doing. This is why he's gradually setting up a police state, and that's why all that funding went to ICE, because it's nothing but a police state that they're setting up, man. And this is why it's the time of our temptation is very, very close, man. He says, which shall come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth, man. That's going to be a global event a global affair, man. And primarily, especially here in Babylon the Great, because they really want to shut this shit down, and they have all these different ways they're gonna shut it down, where they can go in and set this system up. This is why they had these crazy weather events taking place. Why? Because they know it's when this shit hit the fan, it's gonna lead to civil unrest and people taking matters in their own hand and fighting amongst each other. So they know that they have to do this various thing so they can get the order out of chaos, man. This is what they're setting up, man. And this global event is gonna come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth, man. The hour of temptation. Real quick. This Daniel chapter 8. And this is basically speaking on the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, but you can apply it to today's time. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And it says, and through his policies, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And this is what you're seeing with this policy right here. This policy, he's causing craft to prosper in his hand, man. And a lot of people don't know about this, man. A lot of people don't know a lot of shit what's going on with the Trump administration. All they're focusing on is the Epstein files. By the same time, he's doing all these legislations and stripping you from your rights, man. A lot of people are not really paying attention, but the men of the Lord, we're paying attention because as the scripture says in Psalm 64 and 8, they should make them own tongues and fall upon themselves. All this information going out, Esau Edom's telling on himself, man. These Edomites are exposing these agendas that's going on behind the scenes, man. And the men of the Lord, what are we doing? We're lining up with Bible prophecy and showing you that we're getting close and closer on the return of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. It says, and through his policies, he should have cross or prosper in his hand. He should magnify himself in his heart. And that's what you see with Esau Edom, because they feel like they're closer and closer to getting full global dominion with this MOTB. Esau Edom, he sees it, man. He's only a couple events away from really having these people to submit to this beast system. So he's being magnifying himself in his heart. He's getting proud. He's getting stiff-hearted, man. And it says, and by peace he shall destroy many, because a lot of people really just gonna believe in this system, especially you 2 third-ass niggas. You're gonna go down to Egypt for help, as the scripture says in Isaiah 30th chapter, and seeking Esau Edom, thinking everything's good. You want some back. The people gonna want back some type of sense of normalcy, and they're gonna take that chip, man. It's not, hey, it's gonna get them destroyed, man. You read that in Revelation 14 and 9, they're gonna meet a missile. Best believe it. And Revelation the 16th chapter, which is not being talked about a lot. And once you get that charagma inside of you, you're gonna get that grievous sore when you read Revelation the 16th chapter, and it speaks on that cancer that's gonna be, going through your body, because you're gonna have a foreign object within you, man. That's gonna be that cancer, man. And that's gonna lead to a lot of people getting put to death. That's the times we're living in, man. The Lord is making a move on this society. We're not too long when the Lord is really just gonna put the spirit on him, but he's really gonna shut the shit down, shut the grid down, and that chaos is gonna erupt throughout the streets. Because